Spike. You may know it from a multitude of different things. You may know it as the Spike in Valorant, although I don't know why it's called a spike, it's clearly a ball. You can spike the ball in volleyball. Or, you can just be thinking about a regular old pointy spike. And, personally, I don't think of that when I hear spike on that anymore. Because now that I've watched Cowboy Bebop, I think about the one and only, the legendary bounty hunter, Spike Spiegel. Now, at the time of recording this, I haven't actually finished it. I just finished like episode 16, 15. So I still got some ways to go, but I do want to talk about it while I can. So I will add on to the end of this video when I finish it. But Cowboy Bebop is basically this like sci-fi futuristic anime that was released in the 90s, I believe, where it follows bounty hunters Spike and Jet like 90 years into the future, where Earth is almost uninhabitable and people have migrated into space. And basically it's just typical old bounty hunters stuff. Like, people still commit crimes and people still get bounties on them, so it just takes place in space with all this fancy technology. But it's how they deliver it that makes Cowboy Bebop what it is. Like, in the first episode, Spike is trying to catch this criminal named Asimov, and it shows just how dangerous like these criminals are. Like, he literally had some drugged eye drops that made him insane. But like, once he actually started fighting Spike, he couldn't do anything. He just could not do anything. Spike was just his, I don't even know what it is, like karate, but like, his combat ability is just insane compared to, like, for a normal human at least. Like, obviously you won't compare it to someone like Goku or Naruto. Actually, he could if it was like just hands, no abilities or powers or anything, he'd probably beat Naruto, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Spike is just insane, and this goes on for like the first 4 episodes, where it just consists of them trying to track down their bounties, and it's basically a one-sided beatdown, until you get to episode 5, Ballad of the Fallen Angels, where you finally meet the story's like main villain, main objective. Because as you saw from like the first 4 episodes, it's mostly just like a comedy anime, I guess. But like, once you get to episode 5, you meet Vicious, who is an old friend of Spike, and before he became a bounty hunter, they worked together, and they were basically like the most unbeatable duo, I guess. But one day Spike just decided to fake his death and leave, and then he joined, I don't even think he joined up with Jet right away. He just went off on his own. And he then, like 3 years before the start of the show, he teams up with Jet and they start bounty hunting. And then obviously, before that though, they meet Faye Valentine, and her story is basically when Earth, I guess, was still inhabitable. No, sorry, when Earth was still habitable, she was in some sort of accident and they didn't have the technology to help her, so they just froze her until current day. So she doesn't know anything, but that's basically it. So yeah, Vicious though, he's really the only one who can keep up with Spike. Like, Spike does get damaged occasionally, like he does get severely injured from like gunshots and stuff, but like it doesn't really amount to what Vicious would be able to do to him, like that amount of damage. And that's shown because he almost dies in episode 5. So yeah, I mean, like, it's a good show. It goes on like that. Well, not really. After the Vicious fight, like, you get a couple of episodes in between where they bring him back. Like, there's Jupiter Jazz. It was like a 2-part special where they fight Vicious once again, but not really, because Spike encounters him, but they don't fight. He just fights some other guy who was with them. But besides that, Vicious doesn't really appear into the final episode. And it's revealed that, Spike is only looking for the girl he loved, Julia, and I guess she was just lost somewhere after the commotion with Vicious and his fake death, and I believe he does find her eventually, but I haven't gotten to that part. But yeah, so it's it's a roller coaster of a lot of different things. But yeah, they do find obviously new partners, like some corgi that was supposed to be handed into the police, but they kept it, and like some 13-year-old hacker that apparently is immune to eating mutated lobsters. I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, that is Cowboy Bebop for you in a nutshell. It's just funny bounty hunting moments mixed in with some serious episodes that can get really real. Yeah, that's all I have to say for now, so hopefully I'll make a video on the ending of Cowboy Bebop because I haven't finished it yet, so peace out. Isn't it breakfast items? Why is there meat? Alright, anyway, so I chose a steak. They just gave us a whole bunch of stuff. Now we've got corn and bread to go with it, so...
I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame.